Crypto losses increased 66% in 2024. At first, you may be saying, I thought Bitcoin has been increasing in value. While that is true, you have to remember that's only one of the many thousands of cryptocurrencies that are available. Now, according to the FBI, in 2024, there was 149,686 complaints for total losses of $9.3 billion. It was somewhat surprising to learn that people over 60 years old, who I thought knew better than to gamble with cryptocurrencies, was the most, with losses totaling nearly $3 billion. If you live in California, Texas, or Florida, that's where the most complaints came from, with a cumulative loss of $3 billion. Another surprise was Mississippi was also largely impacted, as the number of crypto scams per thousand was the highest at 42.1. Even though there are a far higher number of investors and larger dollars in stocks, the SEC reported nationwide just 583 enforcement actions for stock scams or stock complaints in 2024. These complaints include charges against advisors for untrue or unsubstantiated statements. Now, it's interesting to note there's now something called AI washing, which charges firms for making false or misleading statements about their use of artificial intelligence. It's hard to make a comparison of stock scams and fraud versus cryptocurrencies, but with a far higher number of people investing in stocks versus cryptocurrencies, well, I think it's safe to say that your risk of being scammed in stock investments is far lower than being scammed when dealing with cryptocurrencies. So not only are you taking a higher market risk by investing in cryptocurrencies, but you're also taking on the risk of, well, being scammed or ripped off as well. I'm Brett Wilsey with Wilsey Asset Management. If you like these videos, well, be sure to give it a like or comment, and feel free to check out our other YouTube videos and the weekly newsletter for the latest economic news, expert analysis, and market insights.